Hey guys, how are you doing? Casper here on a day where the US markets are closed. Therefore, not a whole lot of things going on, obviously. And yeah, I will just go through the price section on the short term on some commodities here just to see where we are. We're talking silver, gold, copper, gas, some Bitcoin as well. And again, if you want to become a subscriber to the channel, you can do that on YouTube and or on Substack to get like daily updates on various sectors, commodities, and stock picks that I'm trying to buy into, and hopefully take advantage of what I think is the imminent commodity bull market, where we will see a lot of good gains in those sectors. So again, a little bit of a heads up here. I just did this recording for like 15 to 20 minutes. So excuse me if I'm maybe skipping a little bit here, a little bit faster. It is never fun to do a double recording, but again, you learn from your mistakes. So silver here again holding above 30 bucks, which is really important to see. And we are also here in the basically from December 2023, you can see here that we are holding the big 29.9 level, uh, consolidating above. And and also the main fractal that I'm looking at here is basically this 1 month old falling wedge into the golden trend line here from the previous high there at 32.5, testing it multiple times. And hopefully we're going to break out to the upside and have yet another rally in silver. So yeah, pretty intense here. Also with one of the tightest Bollinger Bands I've seen in a long time. So we had a little bit of a false start here potentially, but yeah, I mean the next move, in my opinion, for silver is going to be a big move. And from the short-term price action, staying above here, consolidating, I think it's that way. Let's hope. Let's hope. Gold here, again, a little bit of a mixed bag. Basically consolidating with multiple outcomes. For me to become bullish, I mean really bullish here, I mean we have to get about 2,725 roughly, which is basically these highs up here. If we can't clear that, you can also argue again we have some potential bear flagging going on. So it looks, again, not a picture perfect view where you have a pretty good idea of about what is going on here. But yeah, I think we should see how it progresses here over the next a week or so. The gold to silver ratio is again that whole little false breakout above this 3-year trend line, and above again here false breakout, also clearing the big 90 ratio, breaking back below now and bear flagging. Again, that is very interesting, and if we are to see that breakdown here in the ratio, that also again confirms the bias that I have again with silver actually having that pop to the upside with that whole very tight Bollinger Band. And zooming out here, you can see this on a weekly scale also, the topping tail here, the breakdown there. So false breakout of that whole 3-year trend line. It could be the start of a lot of good things for gold and silver. But in order for me to call that, I basically need to see us trading below the blue one here. So somewhere around, 86, 87, depending on how we get there. Then I'm quite confident that, hey, we have the route and it is going south, in my opinion, there. So Bitcoin, we have to talk a little bit about Bitcoin here. Topping out here, you can see the whole head and shoulders. Target, if we break and confirm, will be 70K, 77K, but I'm expecting some overshooting if that is the case, where we could actually see the recent all-time high at 74, or even the big retest of the breakout trend line at roughly 66 if things go really bad here. Um, there is also the possibility of a breakdown here. When we retest, we get back in, confirm, and we can actually rally. So look for false breakdown as well here. But for now, we are seeing this as a topping pattern. The head and shoulders very close to breaking down. I think the level is somewhere around 92K plus minus a few $100. Look at this here on crude oil. Excuse me, the UST WTI. So internal break here. And this is what we want to see, right? We're breaking, holding the level, And yeah, again, small baby steps here, but I am seeing that little bit of strength here that I would like to see. I'm not calling anything bullish on oil yet. I have to get above roughly around here, roughly 77 to like 80, $80 basically, 79 maybe, but because then you're breaking out from this whole 4-year triangle pattern. So baby steps, but again, good baby steps here for the past, week or two. Gasoline, same thing. We have the whole three impulses here, some internal breaks. Not the biggest of the biggest rally here, but we are flagging there on the daily also. So again, it looks like more upside, but a little bit of a weak, price action for the past from September until now. So I'm just going to check that I'm recording because I don't want to double record or triple. Okay, cool. We have a Palladium here. Again, we have this whole 1 year bottoming process, really frustrating. We rallied mega here and then we came very quickly down like $300. And what I'm seeing here now, you can actually see the old drawings from the previous recording, is this whole falling wedge here, splitter internally. I want to break it to the upside because then we have a very good chance of this being a major head and shoulders pattern for Palladium. So right now internally, I wanted to see getting above 940, then it opens up to 960 right here, and then we can probably do something like that. So platinum here, again, we had that falling wedge into the red support, broke down, testing, failed, and then boom, we popped straight back through. And if you look at the 2 hourly time frames here, you can actually see some beautiful price action in play here. The breakdown, the retest, getting back in, confirming from the upside here, and then we rally again. Yep, testing the upper side of the fractal, pullback, breakout. We're probably going to see a pullback here, I think down to like 945 here. Again, that would be textbook stuff just to confirm that whole wedge pattern there. But yeah, platinum, interesting here. Again, it's extremely early, and platinum is very, very difficult to predict. But my overall bias is still this beautiful head and shoulders pattern with a flag at the end, just like we saw on gold before it broke 2075. So this up here, that zone roughly somewhere north of 1050 is the magic land for platinum. Copper here, the last one that I will do, the second last one here is, again, we bounced here, the double bottom at the $4 level and the uptrend support, very important, and into this internal resistance here at roughly 4.3, excuse me. I'm expecting a pullback here just to get, a little bit of, weakness in, but I do see that as buying opportunities because this to me looks like a whole, like, winding up structure before we are then going to break higher. But again, anything below $4 for copper, be very scared at that point in time because I think it will open up the door for a possible move all the way down to like 3.3 down here. A break to the upside, of course, will open the door again to north of $5. You have like a trend line going on here, so it's 5.3 here initially. So yeah, copper, interesting here. I think we will get the path and the direction within like a month to like 6 weeks at max. Gas here, I am very bullish long term. Bottoming pattern there, broke out, retesting uptrend, target $6 still, getting back above the 8-year trend line here, as you can see right from here, which is important. Again, the breakout here, the testing, the surge, huge dump, retesting from below, dumping again, and now we're back above, confirming here. And also on the very short time frame, the 2 hourly, we broke down here, formed this fractal here, breaking above. So gas all in all, even though it's very volatile, and again, it could gap down 10% tomorrow or up 10%. It is extremely difficult. Just look at it here, right? Gap down 10%, gap up 10%. It very, very volatile. But yeah, gas looks really good. Not gonna lie here. And yeah, $6 is the target. We have this whole squeeze going in here, and then we collapsed. I call that a waterfall trigger level here. which aligns perfectly more or less with the inverted head and shoulders target up here as well. So that is my target here for gas. Again, could we overshoot and all that? Of course we can, but that is my view at the moment. For the good old nat gas. Remember, this is the US futures. We have a different one in Europe, but it looks good, not gonna lie. Not going to lie. So that's all that I have, guys. Have an amazing day. And again, if you want to subscribe, again, you know exactly where to get it. Have an amazing day, and we will see you tomorrow for the last trading day of the week 2 of 2025. Cheers, guys.